Oh, it's Wednesday, my dudes! Well, motherfucking well! Welcome back, again, to another edition of the Blackfire Technical Analysis YouTube Daily Live Stream. I am your host, Crypto Bro, also known as Brian. Welcome. How is everybody? I hope everybody's Wednesday evening / early Thursday morning is going according to their plan. I hope everyone's happy, safe, and healthy, and most of all, profitable within this market here over the last few days, few weeks, few lifetimes, etc., etc. I hope everyone is doing extremely well. Couple of shout outs. Group chat today was explosive, impactful, powerful, a lot of discussions, a lot of disagreements, which is absolutely what I want within this channel, within this group here. For everybody in the group to challenge each other, to become a little bit more aware of, different perspectives on how you can view specific markets, so on and so forth. A lot of the conversations we had today were pretty awesome. I'm very excited for that. Very appreciative that we have so much traffic in the group chat. Very appreciative that we have a lot of traction in the actual Facebook page, Facebook community. Got another member here today. Looking to add a couple of more members every day, hopefully. I basically just started adding random people to Facebook here to start launching invites to other people around. Doing everything I can to make the group, kind of grow and get a little bit more active, especially the YouTube channel here. Sometimes the comment section's a little dead, but putting in the effort, putting in the work, trying to just grind along, just trying to grind along and, gain as much traction as possible to spread the wealth. I think I'm gonna, give me a second, you guys. Got some notifications. Okay, gotta go back. Where is the post? Boom. We got plenty of requests today, everybody. Again, if you guys are just hopping in, checking out the stream, you guys can drop any kind of requests you desire in the YouTube comment section here. I will get it, and I will definitely execute the requests for you guys. I think that's it. I think I covered everything. There was not much to cover other than a little bit of appreciation for the community that is supporting the channel and supporting the Facebook group, and off we go. Off we go. We're going to start with NASDAQ as usual here. Again, coming off a macro higher low right here. This is the only significant low that I am taking into consideration at this current moment in time. Obviously, this low up here, right around $15,300, it is significant in a way that tells me the uptrend is likely to continue. Insignificant in a way that tells me even if we see closures below this region here, nothing too out of the ordinary, in my opinion, as far as the potential bullish structure is concerned. Again, we could see any higher low, anywhere above this region here that would confirm it as a higher low, a structural higher low before continuing onwards and upwards. But we're going to look at what the price action is doing. We did see price action today wick all the way back up to that all-time high resistance, and once again got sold into here. But we do see evidence that price action seems to want to look for continuation here. Seeing SPY futures trail to new all-time highs. Maybe this one does the same. Maybe it doesn't. It all depends here. But from a conditional standpoint here, we're still looking at this main resistance here, the all-time high resistance for NASDAQ. If we do see the condition of this resistance here being broken, I will look for it to backtest as new tentative support before looking for the 1.272 Fibonacci extension, somewhere around the $16,050. We're gonna round it. Gonna keep it simple for everybody. We're not trying to be so exactly perfect here. Just giving you guys a little bit of a ballpark idea of a potential target for this if price action does decide to confirm new all-time highs and then confirm the breakup point as support, right? And quite the opposite, the downside. I'm looking at the 21 exponential and saying, yes, it is possible. It is possible to see, price action on NASDAQ here revert all the way back down to the 21 exponential, maybe even a little lower, all the way down to this region here, somewhere in this box right here, between 14,009 and 14,830, could be a higher low area for this price action here if price decides to break to the downside. But looking at momentum oscillators on a daily time frame here, we are starting to see stochastics begin to curl back up slightly negative. But look, you guys see that pressure, right? You see the pressure lifting stochastics to the upside, indicating that maybe we start seeing some kind of coiling action here, tightening up with the stochastics, which in my opinion is fucking bullish as hell for any asset that has coiling stochastics in the bearish critical zone. We do see RSI continuing onwards and upwards as well, confirming new highs. Yes, confirming new highs. Confirming new highs. I do like this structure. I do like the formation as a whole. Again, the long-term uptrend structure is still valid until proven otherwise. I like this for bullish continuation. Exponential is very, very, very positive. Again, confirming another higher low right here. Again, this could be an inconsequential higher low, but this tells me that, hey, stop and reverse right at this point and continue to new highs. Tells me that the bulls are taking over this market and have been taking over this market for quite some time. This little bit of a downtrend, while a little scary at the time, boom, hit a macro, boom, reverted and reversed. Now, in my opinion, we're looking for new all-time highs. Again, pivotal point here with volatility continuing to expand as price action continues to expand to the upside. We did see expansion as the price action declined, but was really a telltale sign here that maybe this was bullish is that we got that color change here. We got that rising volatility as price action stopped and reversed and confirmed a macro higher low and continued onwards and upwards. So the sentiment for this one is definitely still bullish until otherwise, and I don't get bearish at all whatsoever. Even on the medium term, at least until we see an open and closure back below that 21 exponential, which is carrying price action right now with the red 10 simple crossed above it, giving you confidence that this is a legitimate move, in my opinion. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, but the way price action is moving right now, it is kind of evident that the bulls are still here to play ball. So we're going to go ahead and move on. Let me get some water here. If I have my water bottle. To SPY futures, and what do we see? So again, you guys got to remember, for SPY futures here, we haven't confirmed a low on this one since this point here, somewhere in the middle of October, the 12th, the 11th or the 12th here. We haven't confirmed a low, and I'm not saying that that's such a long period of time without a low. All I'm saying is, we are seeing a number of days start to build up without seeing a confirmed higher low since this region here. Obviously, we got this higher low, and more importantly, this macro higher low here, this structural higher low, before seeing price action continue onwards and upwards. But ever since this point, we have not seen another one. We do have a top call here on the RSI. Is it significant? Right? I need more information to determine whether this is a significant top or not. And I will underline some conditions that will confirm this as a significant top or not, right? We are basically resting on this support right here. Maybe I make that a little thinner. Maybe I make these a little thinner so I can line them up better. There we go. So here we see price action resting on support right here, right? And we do have a little bit of a reversal style candlestick that closed on the 25th here, and then followed by yesterday's candle closure right on support, right? The secondary candle closure already told me that it's support, but you guys gotta remember, this is a new all-time high for SPY futures here. It wouldn't be out of the question, again, especially since not seeing a higher low since the 12th, the 11th or the 12th. It would not be out of the question to see a full revert all the way back down to the yellow 21 exponential, somewhere around 44.75, right, to confirm a higher low. And realistically, anywhere above the last higher low is fair game if this decides to turn. Anywhere in this region is fair game. I am planning for every horizontal that you see as far as pullbacks are concerned for higher low regions, right? I am still on higher low watch. We are coming off of new all-time highs. I don't think that this one just barely touches new all-time highs and then crashes afterwards, but I do think maybe we do see some kind of reversion to the downside here, maybe a little bit of a cool off after this explosive run, confirm a structural higher low before continuing to that one spot 272 Fibonacci extension target, which is still my underlying borderline target for this asset, somewhere around 46.30, right? But for now, we are holding support, and if we confirm a higher low here, I think the one spot 272 becomes more immediate, right? More of a quick target, a rapid extension to that target, in my opinion, is more likely. But if we do see a break below the current support at 45.45, I will look for a general pullback all the way down to the next horizontal, which is this region here, right around 44.75. So, you know, very, very, very rudimentary stuff here as far as price action is concerned with horizontals. I'm looking at support, right? The one support that price action has at the current moment in time. If it breaks, that is a telltale sign, in my opinion, that this one's likely to cool off a little bit, and look for a potential test of the 21 exponential first and foremost, while we potentially look for a higher low structure anywhere above the last low here, which is all the way down here at 43.30. Looking at stochastics here, this one not showing us any evidence that it wants to be pressured to the upside just yet. Still pretty much to the downside. Nothing too, you know, drastic. You know, just normal downside movement here for the stochastics, but nothing incredibly violent, especially with price action here not really reacting too violently. But RSI has a top call. RSI has a top call, and that top has been confirmed as of the candle closure at 8 p.m. No, not 8 p.m. 5 p.m. 5 p.m. That's when the candles closed. I'm pretty sure. I think it was 5 p.m. I don't fucking know. I just wait for the closures. Yeah, 5 p.m. And as far as this one's concerned, I'm still looking for more all-time highs. Right? Very, very, very simple rule here. As long as price action remains above the 21 exponential, I'm looking for more continuation. I'm looking at this from a bullish perspective here. Again, we do see rising RSI, stochastics in the critical zone, expansion with heavy volatility here. You know, this isn't really concerning yet. The moving average on the volatility is still pointed up, which tells me that this phase of expansion is not quite over yet, again, until proven otherwise. Once I see a spike down, that's going to be my first indication that maybe the expansion phase has come to a conclusion. But until that point comes to fruition here, expansion it is, bullish it is, new all-time highs it is. Again, barring any kind of absolute catastrophic swan dive, which is in the realm of possibilities, I'm playing it level by level to the downside. If this does decide to revert to a bearish stature, I'm going to play it level by level to the downside. Obviously, the first target to the downside being the yellow 21 exponential. That is the only target that I have for now until proven otherwise. For now, we are holding support, and unless price action breaks this support, I'm going to be looking for continuation of the one spot 272. Simply put here. Moving on to Dow Jones here. This one looking a little bit more obvious. Rejection of that resistance line that we adjusted right here yesterday. This is becoming a crazy resistance line as far as RSI is concerned here. Seeing a lot of resistance since the 4th of June? Yeah, the 4th of June, we've seen a lot of attempts to see RSI reclaim structure above this resistance line, and you guys got to remember too, horizontal support and resistance doesn't only apply to just price action. It applies to your momentum oscillators, especially RSI as well. We have a clear, clean-cut, defined resistance right here. RSI comes up to this region, boom, melt to the downside. We saw price action confirm a top, break the breakout support line at 35,635, and swan dive all the way down to the red 10 simple here. Still not a bad thing. Not a bad thing. Okay, again, the same thing as SPY futures. I'm looking for a higher low until proven otherwise. I am going to be looking for price action to, backtest and confirm the breakout point as resistance. And if confirmed as resistance, the 21 exponential becomes my next target here, and even possibly further down, all the way below the 21 exponential, somewhere around 34,875. Anywhere within that ballpark region could be a higher low target that I'm going to be eyeballing for quite some time. But this one, obviously, a little more obvious, right? A little more obvious that this one is looking to potentially cool off first. We do see stochastics with a fresh cross to the downside. This one pretty violent in my opinion. RSI again hitting that resistance, boom, rejecting, putting a lot of pressure on that positively sloped exponential, slightly still positive, but looking a little bit like it wants to, revert to that negative stature. wouldn't be a bad thing in my opinion. Seeing, you know, RSI pull to the 50 read here while price action pulls to the 21, potentially looks for a higher low structure here, and then boom, closures below the 21 tells me maybe this one comes down a little bit lower, somewhere around 34,875. Once again, anything below that, I'm going to be targeting here. Actually, I don't have that line plotted right now. Let me plot that real quick. Boom. Maybe I'll just stick with the thick boys. They are cleaner but easier to see. I would be targeting this. Anywhere below this here though, anywhere below 34,380 definitely throws a lot of red flags in my opinion. I would be looking at any candle closure below this region as a full-on blown change of behavior on the daily time frame, and I will be looking much lower for the time being. But that's hindsight. You know, it's well and far away right now. All I'm looking at is price action breaking the support or the prior breakout zone right here on this horizontal. Testing the red 10 simple. Now, yes, it is possible to bounce off the red 10 simple, confirm a higher low here, but that wouldn't be confirmed at least until, you know, we take out the open of yesterday's candle above 35,800 even, right? And I'm not saying that's resistance. I'm saying that that would be the price point at which a low call would be confirmed on the RSI, especially on closure. But, you know, we see the momentum pointing down. This one looks like it's ready to start cooling off just a little bit. Again, another explosive run up to new all-time highs. I'm always looking for pressure on price action to the downside once new all-time highs are you know, achieved, right? And we're starting to see that play out in fruition right now. So for now, the 21 becomes my target. However, if we confirm a higher low anywhere above the last low here, the target of the 1 spot 272 still remains extremely valid. Around 36,140 would be the next tentative target for price action, in my opinion, if this one doesn't swan dive to a full-blown reversal style formation. If we confirm a higher low at any given point, a structural higher low at any given point, I will be looking for the 1 spot 272 as my main target from a bullish perspective. So that's going to do it for Dow Jones. We'll move on to US dollar. What the consolidation still? You know, playing around with that 21 exponential right now and potentially opening up a little bit of a range. I mean, yeah, you know, it could be playing out as a range. You know, this one is kind of like neutral, in my opinion. I'm looking at this from neutral perspective. Seeing that RSI get rejected at the exponential here, not the best of signals, in my opinion, but we are still supporting the 50 read, which remains bullish, in my opinion. I'm still looking for a breakout above, you know, 94 bucks even here. If we do see a breakout above 94 bucks, I will be looking at this as a structural higher low in the formation as a whole, and I will look for bullish continuation to new highs, surpassing 94 spot 50, right? However, if this one breaks down below this support level here at 93 spot 81, I will look for the current low around 93 spot 55 to be tested. And if that region is broken, I'm going to be looking significantly lower, around $93 even. And I will look at that as kind of a downtrend in formation and a change of behavior confirmed on the daily time frame. We are starting to see a little bit of, you know, little bit of pressure to the downside here as stochastics attempts to reach the top side of the bearish control zone, and RSI again still negatives, has confirmed a rejection of the negatively sloped exponential here. The long-term structure still remains valid, but you know, take it with a grain of salt. Just pay attention to price action here. I think right now is the time to be patient with this one here. You know, we're kind of consolidating on moving averages here. We're kind of ranging on. Big range is kind of opened up here, so it wouldn't be out of the question to see a pull all the way back down to 93 and then a bounce back up here. Realistically, I could get rid of this, boom, and maybe that, you know, opens up a little bit of a different picture of what price action is doing. We've seen entry into this zone here with, you know, a little bit of consolidation on this horizontal support and then boom, back up. So this could be a really, you know, a really big range opening up for a little bit of time. And again, volatility kind of collapsing. We got our first little tick down on the moving average here from a volatility perspective, and we see the collapsing of volatility, which tells us, you know, possibly the consolidation is the name of the game for this price action until proven otherwise. I'm looking at two horizontal lines to dictate whether or not this breaks out or breaks down. And I don't have any definitive statements about the US dollar index until one of those conditions is met. Again, either the top side resistance breaking, and if so, broken and confirmed as support, I'll look for the next level up, somewhere around $94 37 cents. However, any break below this region here, 93.54, will confirm a little bit of a little bit of a change of behavior. Maybe we'll just say, yeah, 93.58, a little bit more conservative here from a candle body closure perspective here. Anything below there, I'll start targeting levels a lot lower, around $92, $93 even here. So that's going to do it for the dollar. Bitcoin. Okay, so this one's actually this one's changed for me here today. I went from short-term bullish to short-term bearish. The 4-hour time frame here really takes it into perspective here. Anything below that $60,000 range definitely tells me continuation down to this blue box territory is very likely here. We'll go back to the daily time frame and take a look at it. We do have our first break of the 21 exponential. Looking at a little bit of a back test here. If this doesn't hold, right, if it confirms as resistance, to be quite honest with you, the blue box becomes the most relevant point here. Somewhere around 52,850 would be kind of my first target to the downside for this price action. Maybe a little higher, 53,745 is possible, but I want to stay conservative. And look for realistic targets here. And that's going to be the first realistic target to the downside that I'm going to be looking for here. We do have a break of the 21 exponential. And if we confirm that as tentative resistance, I'm out of my long position and I'm immediately into a fucking short position here. Taking a little bit of a loss because I entered right here. Taking a little bit of a loss wouldn't really hurt me. Waiting for my stop loss to get triggered though would be a little worse. But either way, I take minimum loss here, and I revert my position to a short position. Again, I try to play my edge every time I see an edge, and alongside of that, we do have a critical signal right here on stochastics with the exponential right on the 50 read and stochastics breaking the 50 read, a secondary candle closure below the 21 exponential, and I will open up a short position here. Short position with an overall target down here. While I look at it for a little bit of a pullback, I'm still very excited for this region here to potentially be that structural higher low area. Again, we're coming off of new all-time highs, starting to see a little bit of a micro downtrend come into formation here. A lot more clear here on the 4-hour, right? A little bit of a downtrend in formation here. This is going to be the first target that I'm looking at, 52,850, before looking for that macro higher low to potentially confirm. Yes, it is possible that we see it happen here and now. And if it does happen here and now, especially on the daily time frame, $72,000 to $75,000 is going to be the general area that I'm looking at. Fibonacci extension of 1.272 being 73,360 is the tentative target to the upside. If we confirm a higher low here, yeah, I'm going to be very excited for continuation to the upside. But if not, seeing a pullback to, again, $52,800, not out of the question. I would be looking for a higher low to print somewhere in this blue box territory as a result of that pullback here. Again, nothing too dastardly. Coming off of new all-time highs, looking fucking bullish as hell. Something that was unprecedented in my opinion. Very nice, to be quite honest with you. And that's kind of how I'm looking at it. RSI, evidence, rejecting the exponential here, looking for a potential pull to that 50 read. Not out of the question here. Not out of the question, especially if you want to consider some kind of uptrend structure right here. Even a little bit of a divvy dip below the 50 read, bounce off that diagonal trend line here before continuing to new all-time highs for Bitcoin would not be out of the question here. So as far as it stands, I'm watching the 21. If the 21 holds a support here, it is possible we see a higher low confirmed, but I won't be convinced unless we see a closure back above $60,000 here. Back above $60,000, likely we see an RSI conform to a little bit of bullish divergence, possibly, right? Possibly. Possibly playing out here between this point and this point here from 927, but nothing yet, right? We still have plenty of time in today's candle. We're looking at a little bit of a warning shot fired for a greater pullback in Bitcoin here. A warning shot has been fired, but it has not been confirmed. If confirmed, below the 21, right below the 21, I will look for a general pullback somewhere around $53,000. And in my opinion, that is likely to be a very good opportunity to kind of enter in long positions. Again, Bitcoin printing new all-time highs, seeing a little bit of a pullback as a result, looking for higher low structure. I have no reason not to believe Bitcoin confirms a higher low at some point in the next, week, maybe 2 weeks, and then sails its way all the way up to that $73,000 targets. So, it is what it is. I'll look to adjust my positions accordingly. If we hold the 21 exponential, I guess I'm safe for the time being. If we confirm a higher low on the 21 here, I'm going to be fucking excited. But again, realistically, it's still very possible that we see price action enter this blue box territory at any given point, and maybe we see price action confirm a structural higher low in this region first before we continue to new heights for Bitcoin here. And that's going to do it for Bitcoin. ShIb. We'll do ShIb first. Give me a second. Again, so unrealistic, explosive price action. Again, moons happen, guys. Moonshots happen. They happen. And again, take into consideration that the analysis that I'm about to provide on ShIb is not from confidence. Looking at ShIb here, I mean, just explosive. Something like 60% today, 60 or 70%. I don't know. Let me take a measurement. Again, I play with the candle bodies. That is the only relevant point for me is the closures. Yeah, 69%. What a beautiful number, 69. We have a ceiling of resistance. We extended above two fibs, fib levels here, the one spot 272 and the one spot 414. We have exceeded, and we're seemingly holding the 1414 here as support. It's not confirmed or anything like that, but it is kind of nice to kind of, put a level there and see if it holds, right? If it holds the one spot 414, the two spot 272 becomes my next legitimate target, and that puts it at 12,085 Satoshis. 12,056, whatever, ballpark it, right? But 12,000 Satoshis would be the next general target here. But realistically, I am looking for a general pullback. I would be looking for a dip along this region here. We haven't confirmed a... Oh, shit. What the fuck? What did I do? We haven't confirmed a low since right here, since 20th of October. And realistically, we could see a swan dive to the 21 exponential, confirm a low there. But this is definitely very bullish. I'm still looking for extension over time, long term here. Long term, I'm absolutely bullish on this. I'm talking like the next couple of years, long term. I'm very bullish on ShIb here. But medium term, don't be surprised if you see a fucking a catastrophic decline. It is an altcoin. Altcoins tend to be really violent, especially those cheaper ones. New ones, they're very turbulent, they're very unpredictable. So kind of prepare yourself. But I would be confidently looking for 5,600 Satoshis as potential support for this price action, which is kind of where this one opened before basically swan diving the next day to a much lower price and then continuing a bull run. That's kind of where I have my support level here. We have broken it. Any closure above this will confirm it as support, and realistically, I will look for the one spot, or excuse me, the two spot 272 Fibonacci extension target somewhere around 12,000 Satoshis. Again, unless proven otherwise, and the only proof otherwise would be price action taking out 2,700 Satoshis. At which point, I would flip my bullish bias to a bearish bias and look for a cataclysmic decline to the downside. Albeit this one is not that expensive. It has been explosive. Change of behavior, not good in my opinion. But again, I could be full of bullshit because this is a brand new asset, and when it comes to brand new assets, I always try to tell everybody I'm not confident. I am not confident in even in my trading abilities and my analysis abilities to say, yes, I can put weight on everything that I say here. I can't put any weight on it because it's not even a fucking year old yet, right? So that's going to do it for ShIb. I'm still fucking bullish on ShIb. Absolutely bullish on ShIb. Hell of a profitable day for me today, to be quite honest with you. And again, I come on here and I want to spread excitement. I want to, spread the knowledge. I want to get people excited about this kind of, career, because at the end of the day, if I can do it, anybody can do it. I don't claim to be the brightest bulb in the box, and sometimes I'm not, but, I put the time and the effort and the dedication into a craft like this, and bound to win. You're bound to win, man. If you master your psychology, if you master your risk management, if you master what indications and what strategies you're going to use, you are statistically more probable to profit over time than not. And that is the key to success long term. So things are starting to fall in place. Things are starting to fall in place for me. Obviously, I've had a few missed shots on Bitcoin, but missed shots happen. Again, statistically though, I've won more, I've profited more in the last 6 months on every asset that I've traded than lost. So, I take a couple of losses here and there. Every trader takes a couple of losses here and there. But the key point is to manage your risk, master your psychology, don't make rash decisions, follow your edge, etc., when you're trading. So that's going to do it for ShIb. Short and simple, to the point. A little bit of pullback right now. Again, hitting resistance, not out of the question. Achieving new all-time highs. Again, you have to kind of, I don't like to say expect, right? But fucking expect pullbacks when you see new all-time highs, people. It happens all the time. It happens all the time. People see new all-time highs. All shit is going to the moon. They enter on that all-time high. Boom, 10%. It drops. What the fuck? New all-time highs, people are likely to sell it off a little bit, and with ShIb being ShIb, so many circulating, coins of supply, and that's kind of what my title here today is about. I saw a post that someone thinks that ShIb's going to be $1 in 6 months. Come the fuck on. We had a lot of discussions. Excuse me. We had a lot of discussions in the Blackfire Technical Analysis chat today about ShIb. Me and my buddy Corey going back and forth, kind of, debating, and that's what I love. I love a clean debate where everybody's happy at the end, right? Everybody's happy at the end, and everybody's excited that they're learning something. I like to pick people's brains, man. And I was picking Corey's brain today about ShIb and the circulating supply, and ShIb planning on burning coins and things like that. And it was a great conversation, but the title of today's stream stems from a guy on Facebook. Again, I'm trying to post my videos with comedic, funny, humorous titles, right? And ShIb's going to $1 in 6 months. You got to be out of your fucking mind. The math that Corey did today is accurate. It would take more money than Bitcoin has, clearly, to even bring it to a penny right now, unless ShIb goes through a burning process and burns off some coins, burns off a huge circulating supply. It's going to take more money than even imaginable to bring this thing to even 10 cents, right? I do think over a lot of time, price like a penny to 10 cents is possible. A quarter, not unless they cut the circulating supply, by 2/3. I don't think it's remotely possible for this one to see a quarter just yet. There's a lot of work for this asset to build on. While it looks really bullish, it looks really fun, it looks exciting, it's beautiful, it's juicy. It's one of those picturesque, perfect assets where you can just buy in when you hear about it, and then boom, all of a sudden you're up 1,000%. It's fun, it's exciting, I get it, but at the same time, it's a brand new currency, and the developers of the currency, they're taking it seriously. While it is a meme coin, the developers are coming out and they're saying, we're fucking taking this serious. We want to compete with other cryptocurrencies, which is exciting, but I think they need to realize if they truly want to compete with price, they need to burn. They need to burn some ShIb here, burn off some of the supply, and basically hype it more, right? Hype it up more, cut the supply, which would increase the demand, and if the demand increases after the supply is cut, 2 + 2 = 4, price action goes boom, 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 right? But for now, pull back. I'm still looking for more. The 2.272 is very realistic for this asset, in my opinion. 12,000 Satoshis is extremely realistic, in my opinion, and that's another zero, in my opinion. That's just out of the way, another zero out of the way, and that's exciting for me being a long-term investor on this asset. I think it has a lot of work to do. It has a lot of work to do before it makes anybody that bought a huge bag filthy rich, right? And I mean, technically right now, if you bought, $8,000 worth of it, I saw a picture in the group chat, someone bought $8,000 worth of it, in August or some shit like that, and boom, they're a billionaire. Just like that. Just like that, billionaire. Crazy, right? Crazy. But that's going to do it for ShIb here. I think it is time for the Hall of Fame. Again, you guys, there's one specific person, and Linda, if you see this, this is for you. Don't take any offense to what I'm about to say, but you have to have some patience. You have to have some patience. And when you see an asset, again, a new asset, people have to remember this is still pretty much a brand new asset. It came out July of 2020. It is just over a year old. It is a new asset for a company that's not even built yet. For a company that's not even built. The Hall of Fame exists, but the Hall of Fame Village doesn't. It's not even a finished project yet, right? I saw some disheartening messages in the group chat the other day that you want to give up on the Hall of Fame Village, yada, 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 yada. I think that you're not being patient enough. You have to be patient with stocks that you believe in. I believe in the Football Hall of Fame for a variety of reasons, okay? Please don't be discouraged. It doesn't look great now, but imagine selling all of your shares now and then coming back and looking at the Hall of Fame Village in 3 to 5 years and seeing all of a sudden price actions at fucking $36 a share. The project is not done. The CEO doesn't matter. The project is not done. Please remember, the project is not done. Be patient, be calm. Yes, from a trading perspective, it looks ass. It looks ass. But if you are a long-term investor, be patient. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. But from my perspective, and the way that I learn and the way that I trade and the way that I invest, you have to learn that, riches aren't coming quickly. They're not coming quickly. I've been doing this for 3 years, almost 4 years, and I'm not filthy rich yet. Riches don't come quickly. They come over time. They are built over time, okay? And for the Hall of Fame, I mentioned it to you guys before. I don't know how many times I got to say it, you guys. I've been eyeballing that $1.98 target for quite some time, and I was seeing especially that $2.42 target being pressured a lot, and once it broke, that's all I needed to know. That's all I needed to know. All right, this one's not ready yet. The stock is not ready yet. And that's fine. That is fine. When the project is complete and people from around the world are coming to Canton, Ohio, spending thousands and thousands of dollars, and millions of people are coming through, and the Hall of Fame Village is generating colossal amounts of revenue, you will see this stock revert. It's the NFL. The NFL is not garbage. The NFL is legit. The NFL is legit. They have extreme ratings and they have extreme profits. People buy jerseys just to buy them. I'm one of those. I got a jersey hanging up right there. I spent $250 on that jersey. Case in point, right? I'm just one person, but millions and millions and millions and millions of people are going to hear about this project. And once that project is complete, millions of people are going to come visit the Hall of Fame Village. And when that time comes, when this stock decides to blow up, your boy is going to have multiple thousands of shares because I stayed disciplined. The ape is a real thing, you guys. The ape is a real thing. Hodlers are real. That is long-term investing. Hodling is long-term investing. And when you choose a stock to long-term invest with, you have to be patient. Now, again, I'm not saying that I'm absolutely correct. I'm not saying that I am 100% confident that this one's going to blow up as soon as the Hall of Fame Village is open. This one could revert to nothing, and the Hall of Fame Village project could fail. Do I think it's going to fail? No. Am I confident that it's going to fail? No. I'm confident that price action is going to decline and give everybody a clean opportunity to buy more shares at the $1.98 region. And even if it enters a bear market and goes into the cents region, right? It's a perfect opportunity for me to just scoop them up, because at some point, that project's going to come to a conclusion. The project is going to be done. Pro football players are going to come. Retired football players are going to come. People with millions are going to come and visit and spend money. Normal, regular people like me and you are going to come to the Hall of Fame Village and spend money. And we're going to visit the water park. And we're going to visit the hotel. And we're going to visit this and visit that. revenue is going to be generated, and the stock is going to go up. So let's do a little bit of analysis. Still looking for a $1.98 here. Still looking for a $1.98 all the way down to this horizontal level here. We broke the blue box top here, this support level at $2.42 a few days ago. And we're seeing price action react, right? I was looking for a drive down to the support line if that condition was met. I still hold true with that analysis here. We do see still our RSI diving even deeper into the bearish control zone, solidifying my sentiment on the bearish perspective. Stochastics curling down, crossing the exponential deep in the bearish critical zone here. There's nothing bullish about this. Nothing. I'm looking for a $1.98. Unless we revert and see a surprising divvy above the 21 exponential, I'm not confident. I'm not even looking for targets to the upside. I'm just going to be looking for this to continue to decline towards that $1.98 region here for the Hall of Fame. So that's going to do it for the Hall of Fame. I think it's time for some requests here. Progenity Incorporated. God, I fucking love this job. I'm so excited, you guys. I hope you're excited too. Looking at Prog here. Meet and resistance here, broke support, actually confirmed it as resistance. We did see a little bit of a close above this horizontal resistance, right? But again, please remember, the initial break confirms fucking nothing. Nothing. If you are a confirmation trader, which I hope you are, if you are a confirmation trader, you know the rule. The initial break of a resistance does not confirm it as support. A secondary candle closure above confirms it as support. But I did mention yesterday with this asset here that this was one of the possibilities that we see revert back below this potential support to continue to confirm it as resistance with a potential pullback all the way down to this region here. I'm looking for $3.18, maybe even a little lower. When's the last low here? Boom. Right here at about $2.49. So realistically, it is possible to see a reversion all the way down to $2.60 to confirm some kind of higher low structure here. From a momentum oscillator perspective, though, still looking not too bad. Still, kind of coiling a little bit in the bullish control zone. I do like that from a bullish perspective here. No bearish divergence to talk about just yet here. Again, a little bit of a pullback, not out of the question. I'm still bullish on this. I'm still bullish for price action to potentially reach above $3.94 and look for movements all the way up to $4.94, almost $5 here. But a little bit of a cool off here, not out of the question. We're already seeing that kind of come to fruition here. Everything looks decent, but I would be targeting $3.20 first before looking for those those new heights here for Progenity Incorporated here, unless we revert. And look, the 21 again, price action's above the 21 here, and as long as price action's above the 21 here, I'm bullish as fuck, bullish as shit until proven otherwise. If we do reverse below the 21 and confirm it as resistance here, we do have a target all the way down to $1.68, but that's well and far away, you guys. This one's actually looking pretty nice for a potential reversal. That I would be confident of full-blown reversal with any closure above $4. Any closure above $4 to confirm it as new tentative support. I'd be looking for a massive incline in price action here. Again, this one's been looking like straight dog shit since its inauguration here. So seeing a little bit of a V-style formation, reversion back to the upside. It will confirm daily reversal style formation if we close above $4, and I would be vastly bullish if that condition is met. So that's going to do it for Prog here. DWAC, again, I know about this stock. I can't tell you shit. I can't tell you anything. Please understand. I can't tell you anything. There's no analysis to provide. I cannot provide anything for you. No RSI, no stochastics. We have a top, so down. Realistically, down. I can't. We have one resistance, no support. Yeah, if we break resistance here at 120, I'd look for more, but this one's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days old. 10 days, that's not enough. I'm so sorry, Corey. Short-term time frames, same thing. Same thing. We do have a little bit of a low, so continuation, maybe, but still not enough. Still not enough. Hourly looks bad. Hourly looks like it wants to come down. But the hourly, I think, is the only thing that presents us with any momentum oscillators and any information whatsoever that's valid. We don't even have... Well, we have the red 10 simple on the 4 hour. No moving out. Again, can't do an analysis. Listen, maybe I should just make this as a rule, you guys, because if a stock doesn't have at least 3 months of price action, I can't help you. I can't do any analysis on this. I can't do it. Impossible. Hate to say it, hate to break the bad news, but unless there's at least 3 months, I won't even give you a bullshit attempt at analysis. I can't give you anything with this. My uncle slash really awesome friend asked me about DWAC, and I told him the same thing. I said, listen, man, it's a brand new asset. Unless you're studying fundamentals, that's kind of the only way you have a general idea of maybe what's to come for this one, if you study fundamentals. I don't study fundamentals, man. I study technicals and technicals alone. That is what I base my entire trading career on, is technicals. I refuse to learn fundamentals because it's not what I want. I don't want to learn fundamentals. So without fundamentals and with no technicals, I can't give you anything, man. So sorry. No analysis for DWAC. PHUN. I heard on the grapevine that I was gonna see some dog shit tonight. I hope I see some dog shit. Holy fucking shit! This is fucking ass. Yep. There's your dog shit. What the fuck is this? Well, let me tell you. If you bought at 84 cents, bro, you're swimming. You're still swimming. Definitely topped out here. Let's get some horizontals in this bad boy. Maybe give it a legitimate attempt. Coming off of a disgusting downtrend here. Definitely seeing a change of behavior. Sorry, I got the hiccups a little bit. I do apologize for that. This move is a change of behavior. Expanding volatility, but the way it declined is extremely violent. How do we get a red candle, but we're still up fucking 9%? Oh, okay, that's how we opened higher. Maybe we see price action continue to 315, but this is a penny stock pump and dump. We are on rising lows. That is something to consider here with this one. We are on rising lows. That is very, very, very valid. I cannot take that away from this asset, but look at the movement. This could easy, yeah. This looks like a supernova here. If you guys haven't heard of Timothy Sykes, he calls assets like assets that move like this in penny stocks. This is a supernova move. It's likely to fail, in my opinion. We're already seeing our RSI here crash significantly, almost hitting 100, which is extremely shocking. Never have we seen that on this asset in its entire life. This asset also being very young, not looking extremely healthy, to be quite honest with you. When did this one pop out? 2018. So we got a couple years of price action history, and what we get from that is pump and then dump, and then pump and then dump, right? And then pump and then maybe even dump. But we have to take into consideration this is a change of behavior style move here. Maybe this one's going to the fucking moon, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe so. We're above the 21. We have enough price action history to consider this legitimate. Where are we sitting? Yeah, do we have support anywhere? Maybe. Let's go back and look. Boom. 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 That's it. So let's go ahead and take a look. We're already below. Yeah, I'd be looking for a pullback, to be quite honest with you. I'd look for a pullback to 315 here. And I'm even confident in saying, maybe look for a higher low, because, this is just a fucking pump and dump. This is the penny stock pump and dump right now. Really, really bad. Maybe a little bit of manipulation that sent this one skyward, and then boom, huge colossal decline to the downside. We got a red candle that's up 9%. That's pretty shocking. But from top to bottom, this thing really died. So there's no confidence at all as far as the bullish perspective is concerned, unless we confirm a higher low and continue, stop and reverse and continue to new heights here. And if that condition is met, man, Where's the target, really? Don't have many. And I can't even, yeah. Very, very, very supernova-esque. And I think this one fails over time, to be quite honest with you. What a shitty chart. Thank you. I want you guys to give me shitty charts. I like doing shitty charts. I like roasting the crap out of shitty charts. And this isn't the healthiest chart I've ever seen. I mean, obviously, we're seeing rising lows, so that there is something to consider. And rising highs as well, right? You know, higher lows and higher highs along the way. That is something to consider. But you know, if this fails, it's just going to prove it's you know, just a pump and dump. But again, looking for a potential higher low on the yellow 21, red 10 simple here. Not out of the question. If we confirm that, you know, I would look for continuation. Any closure below 315 here, likely looking at failure to generate an uptrend for this one here. P-Hun looking real shitty. IINN. Next asset here. Oh shit, can't type today. Inspira Technology. I think this is another shit chart. Actually, oh my god. What the fuck is this? Okay, so this one has a couple of months. Let's go ahead and lay some lines here. We got a boom. We got a boom. We got a boom. This one's bad, man. What did this one go up like 9,000% in one day? $320% in one day. Talk about getting rich quick. Talk about getting rich quick, man. Put a grand in. Make fucking make 3x that in one day. Put 10 grand in. Walking out with 40. Not bad, but then boom, again, another penny stock. You know, it's a penny stock. I'm looking for a decline of the 21 exponential on this one. Again, not confident in this one at all. Same kind of signature on RSI as the last one we looked at. Peaked up above the bullish control zone here into the bullish critical zone and then straight down. Not good. Not good at all. Stochastics, they didn't even go up hardly on that pump, which tells me this is false momentum here. And again, it's just looking to play out as a penny stock would here. This is definitely manipulation. I'd be looking for this to come all the way down to 330 first and likely all the way back down to its current all-time lows at 230. Bad. What the fuck? Thank you for that. This is shit. Going on to something decent. Matic. I heard we saw some explosive price action on this one today. Matic. Market, no. Matic USD, please. Pretty sure Coinbase. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there it is. There's some bullish action here. I'm looking for extension. I'm looking for a test of the $2.22 region here. Stochastics. Come on. Stochastics printing new highs deep in the bullish critical zone. I love it. Bullish as fuck. RSI back into the bullish control zone, confirming new highs and continuing. I love it. Matic looking delicious as hell. Not bad. Uptrend continuation is the signal here in my opinion, unless we revert. And the only reversal signal that I'm looking for is the 21 exponential. Any open and closure below the 21 exponential, I'll target the current low at 143 and potentially even lower as a secondary candle closure below the 21 confirms it as resistance, and I would have to trade short until proven otherwise. Bullish. Fucking yeah, bullish as shit. This one looks real nice for continuation, to be quite honest with you. Again, this one not being too new, but nonetheless, you know, it's looking decent. It's, you know, Matic's looking pretty decent right now, and you know, I followed the trend until the trend came to an end. The trend is your friend to the end of the trend. Link USD, I think that one not looking great actually. No, structural high, lower high technically. If we see a change of behavior on this asset, then we have a structural lower high on this one, which would be trading counter trend to Bitcoin and other assets. When's the last low here? Yeah, right here. Any candle closure below 25.45 confirms a change of behavior. But we got a nice reaction off the 21 exponential right now. It's very possible that we confirm a higher low structure here before confirming new highs, but we do have new resistance to talk about. Boom, right here. Very valid here. Very valid resistance that has just been confirmed with that top call. Very cataclysmic decline, in my opinion. I think something like 10%, right? 10% in one go. Yeah, 11%, something like that, give or take, 11 to 12%. But, you know, holding the 21 exponential, as long as price action remains above that 21 exponential, I have no choice but to remain bullish on this asset. But we are putting that 21 under risk right now. We are putting pressure on it. And, you know, if it breaks, then we have, you know, we have something different to talk about as far as Link is concerned. But, you know, the trend is your friend until the end. We are still in an uptrend technically, but this one confirming, you know, a potential macro, or excuse me, a potential structural lower high in conjunction with this. But it's argued that it's a higher high in conjunction with this high right here at $30.90. It's all how you perceive it. It's all how you watch the price action here. The most important thing that I'm looking at is this support level here. If we break below the support level here, we got a potential target of 25.60. However, if we hold a support, confirm a high or low, I'll look for new highs with a retest of the $34 or $35 region. Stochastics, a little bit of a critical signal. Not the best of signals in my opinion, with a cross back into the bullish control zone here, below the 80 read, out of the critical zone. Not the best signal in my opinion, but we see a spike up back to the exponential with the RSI here. Maybe we see, you know, a hold of support and, you know, continuation to the upside. That's definitely one of the possibilities here. Volatility doing nothing, which is a little concerned. Seeing a little bit of expansion here, but I don't consider expansion a critical signal unless we cross the moving average. I don't consider it expansion until that point has been met. So, hello viewer, if you have any requests, I'm gonna give you 60 seconds. 60 seconds to type it into the comment section, because this is the end of the stream. I'm going to give you 60 seconds. If you have any requests for me, I'm looking for them. I'll do them all. If you have requests for any assets, I'll analyze them. I'll do them all. If not, this will be the end of the stream. Nope, viewer has left. All right, everybody, that's gonna do it then. Thank you for coming through. Thank you for watching the video. Anybody that's new, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, tick that little bell. Anybody that watches the videos, hit that like button. It really helps the YouTube algorithm. I'm really on a mission to grow a little bit. You know, the next goal is, you know, 1,000 members on both platforms, in Facebook and on YouTube. 1,000 members is the next goal. All the likes that you guys can drop on these videos, very, very, very helpful. Very helpful for the YouTube algorithm. It is greatly appreciated here. And that's going to do it, everybody. Thank you for being here. Seriously, thank you for being a part of the community. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tolerating my humor and my weird ways. You know the gist, guys. Until next time, you know what it is. Stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy.